welcome everyone to today's episode. Me and Josh are just here alone because Drayden is still not with us. Hopefully he'll come back soon.
Yeah, we'll just be kicking it here for the next couple of weeks without Drayden, so
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah, he grabbed his hobo stick and just hit the road. So hopefully he comes back soon. But no, he's still in Ireland? Is that it?
Ireland, yeah. I'm not sure when. Do you know when he's getting back?
No. Is it in the next couple weeks?
I would say probably, yeah, maybe next 2 weeks, I'm assuming.
Sometime in the next 2 weeks we'll have him. So I don't even think we've discussed what the next movie would be anyways that we're going to do. So yeah, well, it's a work in progress without him, but he'll be missed. That's for sure. Actually, I do have a question, Josh. How did Sarah feel about the episode?
She loved it. She said she had a lot of fun. Yeah, she's happy that we had her on as a special guest. And yeah, she's just grateful to be part of it.
That's awesome. I did enjoy it because we I don't know, two guys talking about The Devil Wears Prada. I don't know if we'd have that fruitful of a conversation, to be honest. I mean, again, we agree it's a fairly good movie. We're definitely not in love with it. But I guess we can start off talking about the success of The Devil Wears Prada 2. Are you aware that it made like more money than the Michael movie on its opening weekend?
No.
It made more money than the Michael movie.
I mean, that's not surprising. Well, I mean, I know the Michael movie probably would have made a lot of money, but the fact that it's getting beat up by The Devil's Wears Prada?
I'll have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Michael made about $214 million its opening weekend, and The Devil Wears Prada 2 made about 228.
228 opening weekend?
It's actually saying here they have 254 million on Wikipedia.
Oh my goodness. What was the budget? Like,
it's at 100.
100.
It was still expensive.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
But for an opening weekend, I mean, that's quite the punch.
Dang.
So people were that excited for it, which is kind of crazy.
There was a lot of hype leading up to it. I think just anticipation, nostalgia. You know.
Yeah, nostalgia definitely plays a huge factor, I'm sure. And I guess people like I don't know if we touched on this with Sarah, but this movie has a grand rewatchability, it seems, for a lot of people, where people have quotables. It's like Julissa, my wife, she she watches the She's the Man a lot. And it was to the point that she knows like inside and out the script essentially for the movie.
She's the Man. Is that a chick flick?
Yeah, if you've never seen it, it's Amanda Bynes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She dresses as her brother and goes to a private school because I think the women's soccer team was shut down or something, so they only had a men's soccer team. Or either way, she left her school. Her brother like ran away to be a musician in England. And so she just took his place in this private school, all boys. And so that's the gist of it, essentially. Honestly, it's funny. And I think did I mention it? I think I mentioned in the episode about like which better like rom-coms or just these types of movies there are. And I think She's the Man is probably a bit better than The Devil Wears Prada, in my opinion. More enjoyable. Okay.
And this was what? Early like 2010s, yeah, like
oh yeah, like 2006,
2006, yeah, okay,
yeah, because Amanda Bynes, she kind of went off the cliff,
yes,
early on, like before 2010, I think.
Okay, yeah.
And with the boom of reality TV, so many people just get roles for being, hot on the internet. All these dating shows.
Yeah.
Which was another point I was going to touch on, that in Hollywood, from what I've heard from various podcasts and episodes or people just talking, it's become littered with influencers. So that it's almost why they say Hollywood is not really about, like, Los Angeles is not about acting anymore. It's kind of like the influencers. And I don't know if you saw the latest episode of Euphoria, but you definitely get a taste of that in like a party scene.
Okay, yeah. like
Yeah.
streamers. And
Oh yeah, they showed the streamers. That's another one, streaming. Um,
oh man, it's
I think
crazy.
I think we've talked about it before. I mean, I'd be kind of embarrassed if that's all like what I'm watching. You know what I mean?
Okay, this might take a little turn, but I'm sure you've heard of Clavicular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch his interview with Channel 5 News?
No, I favorited it or put to watch later, but I
Okay, you gotta
haven't
watch
watched
it.
it.
It's really good. Um, so he talk they talk about streaming or okay, so they're talking about, relationships and clavicular. I feel so dumb saying clavicular.
Yeah,
That's
what's
just
this
the name
guy's
he
real
goes
name?
by.
Yeah, watch
He
me
does have a
Clarence or
real name.
something.
I forget what it is.
I'm gonna look it right now just so
Yeah,
we can
look it up.
We can clown this guy. I love how I look up this clavicular guy and the first thing that comes up is height. Yeah. Let's see.
Braden. I think it's
Braden Eric
Yeah,
Peters.
okay, yeah. I thought it was Braden.
Where does this other name come from? But anyway, yeah, continue with
So
this
he's
guy.
there's talking about like dating, and he goes, yeah, like for instance, if you're like, bowling with a girl and you're not even streaming, like what are you even doing? Where's the ROI on a girlfriend? ROI, what's that? Return on investment.
I mean, another crazy turn. The last Channel 5 thing I watched, I don't know if you saw it, but it was the Gooniversary.
Yeah. So I watched that because in that interview with Clavicular, they referenced the Gooniversary because they talk about, the guy that, killed himself and going through that
Yes, the bikini
drive-through,
coffee
the bikini
thing.
Trust me, I went down that rabbit hole as well. I even looked up the whole bikini coffee thing on Instagram to see if they posted anything about it. But yeah, no, I did watch the Gooniversary.
Yeah, they show that one guy who's just such like so an example of like clavicular is that black dude in it where he is so like in his own world. I don't know, just you will say anything or do anything to have some sort of fame. It's actually really crazy. And you can see that he's, not to say genuine, but like legitimately that's just how he is. And it's because he's constantly done this behavior of like clowning all the time. So they're trying to, she was trying to be like, "Oh, are you serious about like I feel like you're kind of making fun of it." And he's like, "No, no, no. I'm very," and he just keeps going. But, he's kind of almost putting on a performance, but that's his life now. Like that's just him 24/7, which is pretty insane.
Yeah. No, it just becomes your whole personality. Yeah. Crazy. I would recommend watching that interview though. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Classic.
All right.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. I know you talked about how you wanted to sort of lock in and actually watch some movies off your watch list recently. Have you been able to watch anything good that's worthwhile talking about?
I watched Presents.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it didn't really meet my expectations in the end. I feel like the story would have been a bit better had it not turned out to be what it was in a way. I think, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, the movie's been out for a while, guys. So
Yeah,
if I'm spoiling it, I'm spoiling it at this point. Essentially, so the brother is the ghost at the end of the movie. I'm like, is that really like the best? I don't know. I didn't feel anything. I just thought it's kind of weird.
Was it scary?
The movie?
Yeah.
No,
No.
I wouldn't say it's scary. But I didn't mind that per se because it seemed like the story was moving in a more like nice way. Actually, I think, and it's on purpose. The scariest person is a like blonde kid. Have you seen it actually? I realize.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I have it on my watch list, and I actually started watching the first 5 minutes of it, but just the sound design and the I was like, no, hell no, I'm turning it off.
Okay. No, I mean, I wouldn't say it's that scary because essentially you're following this ghost in like a kind way.
Okay.
So in reality, I think the movie's trying to show the scariest parts are not the dead, it's the living.
Hmm.
Um, so I'd say it gets intense, but I think you'd be surprised that it's sort of more reflective than anything else.
Yeah, because it's from the point of view of the ghost, right? That's what makes it different.
Hmm. And you know, this ghost never speaks, and you don't really know who this ghost is because they actually kind of hint at someone else, possibly. Either way, like the movie covers different facets of a family. Um, the like you'll say this brother character sucks. He's actually like clavicular essentially, just like top of the world guy.
Looksmaxing.
Looksmaxing. Oh yeah, he gives off that vibe, 100%. But it follows most of the daughter or the sister of the family, and yeah, I think it's a decent movie for sure. I gave it a 3.5, so that's pretty good. I'm not sure. Did I watch? What else have I recently watched? I think I mentioned I finished The Godfather Part 2 last time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you were a fan of the first Sisu.
Yes.
Did you watch the second one?
No, I haven't seen the second one yet.
Okay. I really don't think it's quite as good, to be honest.
No, I saw you gave, was it 2.5 stars you gave it?
I gave it a 2.
2 stars, yeah.
It was a bit too, like...
Over the top?
No, it didn't feel like the plot was as interesting, which is
Yeah.
kind of weird because it's a guy literally going to kill a bunch of people. But
Yeah, just getting revenge.
yeah, it was a bit over the top. I guess that's like the only really I haven't really crossed too much off the list. I realize, which is not surprising. I mean, I'm supposed to be working most days, and then the afternoon, kind of end up watching a lot of TV still.
Yeah, it's hard to do both. It's either TV or movies, really, for me.
And I mean, I had to convince Julius to watch Wuthering Heights with me. So,
How'd that go?
oh yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it in the episode, but yeah, we both were fans of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny when you suggested it because I was like, oh man, I can't do this.
Yeah. I think we'll talk about it, but like,
yeah, we'll talk
in the
about
end,
it on the
it makes
episode.
sense because it was supposed to be this big movie. It really kind of fell flat.
Yeah, definitely kind of led viewers to believe that it was about something, not something else, but just, I think it was marketed a different way. You know what I mean? Like, what we expected was not what we got.
Yeah, we could talk further about that for sure. It made, it's still, I guess, a success. It made $242 million, it says.
Wow.
But it definitely, the conversation of it kind of flatlined. Like, it didn't have the impact quite like Saltburn did. And I think that's saying something considering they were definitely trying to be shocking with a lot of the decisions that were made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What have you
I
watched
am-
recently, Josh?
I'm excited to actually talk about the 2 movies I have seen. So I haven't been as consistent with watching, but I have seen two movies that I think would be fun to talk about. So saw Gone Girl, and then I saw The Long Walk.
Okay. Well, let's do The Long Walk because I've seen Gone Girl years ago. I
Yes.
don't quite. The Long Walk was more recent. But I saw, you gave it like a 2.5 or a 3.
I gave it 2.5. I was flip-flopping at first. I was thinking like, okay, this movie, it's not that creative of a storyline, whatever. Like, this is pretty much Hunger Games, but not as good. But then, I was like, okay, I get the message. I get the point of the story. But as it got more to the middle, closer to the end, I think I started to like it a bit more. And then, like, the ending, I was like, okay, no, this isn't that good. I personally didn't enjoy my time watching it. I thought the performances were pretty solid. Like, Hoffman What's his name?
Well, yeah, Seymour Hoffman's son.
Seymour
Cooper,
Hoffman's
yeah, I
son.
think
Yeah,
it's
Cooper
Cooper.
Hoffman. Okay, yeah. And then there was the his buddy there, Peter. He was David Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He
He was
was he
very
was
good.
he was really good too. Um, yeah, and I don't know, just movies like that just don't really. I don't know. I just don't get the idea behind it.
Well, so 19. It actually came out in 1979. The book. So it does precede the Hunger Games. So we can say this one was first in a
Okay.
way. Um, for its time, I suppose, and still today. Just the conversation of like people that struggle in capitalism, just trying to make their way up, and um, I get what you mean though. Like this is a story we've kind of seen pretty often now, even if this book came out before many of the other ones, and I'm sure there's been other books before that that discuss similar ideas. But yeah, just I I look at I never watched it, but like Mr. Beast games, or even just like the sad irony of the Squid Games TV show, like the
Yeah.
actual reality
Yeah.
show where people were in fact competing for money in that way. I mean, no one died, but I think Squid Game, the show, is sort of a reflection of the fact that there may be people that, for the amount of money and their debts, like they're willing to do these silly games to try and get out of their hole. So, this movie, trying to remember what I did like it for the most part. Um, Maybe it's a bit too on the nose that the black kid killed, like Peter killed the general in the end. Like, why
Hmm.
would he just allow that to happen? Um, I don't know. I think it was pretty good for the most part. A lot of the conversations just kind of deal with like what would happen, just coming across families and people get upset. It's a pretty short one too, like 90 minutes, I think. I don't think it's very long.
Yeah, no, it's not too long.
Yeah. Maybe I just thought like, cinematography and stuff, it wasn't all that crazy. Or just like this way the story is told wasn't too crazy, but I wouldn't say it rubbed me the wrong way. For the most part, I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just and I not to say Hunger Games is any better because I also don't agree with the whole I just don't understand the idea of we need to kill these kids in order to have peace and not like be at war with each other. Like that's the whole premise with Hunger Games. Like, oh, we need to have these games every year to keep the peace between the treaties or the whatever the states. And then this same kind of thing here too. It's like, oh, I'm pretty sure that was it. Like, oh, this keeps the peace. But I mean, yeah, you get there's a money reward for it at the end as well too. And this one is you willingly sign up for it. No, it's not like the Hunger Games, but yeah, I don't know. Just I don't know. It just wasn't that an interesting enough of a movie for me. I don't know. I just kind of got bored, I guess.
Yeah, let me see if I can see quickly why. Yeah. Secret Police Force led 100 young men. But like why? So does Google help me? Why do people do the long walk? Just so I have it clear, like, because yeah, you're right. What's the purpose if, like, you want to die? The fatal mandatory desperation for better life. Yeah, I guess you do have a point of like, why would someone risk their life? But I guess that's just the reflection of people are willing to do to try and get themselves and their family up into a new spot. But the Hunger Games is an interesting one because that one you're voluntold, and so I'm trying trying to remember what the way they phrase it because I don't want to sound. There's probably a lot of Hunger Games fans that will pop up and.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah,
what is
and
it?
be like I'm trying to remember why the Hunger Games are like what's the purpose? And I know they say it in the movies, so I just don't want to sound like
Yeah.
uneducated on the topic. But let's see. What's the purpose of the Hunger Games? Just function as mandatory entertainment, distracting capital citizens, and traumatizing districts into compliance. So that one makes a bit more sense. Like, it's the leaders at the top just trying to make sure, like, people understand, like, you are the bottom, and we, like, it's forcing people to just kind of live under that thumb. But I get what you mean. Like, it's kind of like, well, especially for the long walk, if it's voluntary,
Yeah.
kind of seems dumb, right? You're just like, well. But maybe their financial situation is that bad.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah. But I would agree that, like, it's good. Well, actually, you don't think it's that good. I would say it's a good movie. It's a fine movie.
Yeah. No, it was like is it another, what's his face? Stephen King adaptation? Like, did he write the book? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I would say, yeah, it's probably one of the better ones for sure of his movies, of his books.
I agree. And I saw, like, so you have a bit of a controversial Gone Girl sort of take because typically that movie seems very loved by many.
I kind of thought I was thinking that my opinion was would have been controversial. Yeah. I don't know. I was so locked into this movie and I thought it didn't go the way I thought. Like, I don't know. It just felt like it was the easy way to go.
I guess from what I remember, I never really thought this was one of his best. So I was kind of surprised when there's a lot of creators or just people in general that kind of put this pretty high up there on Fincher movies. Rosamund Pike does a great job. That's no doubt.
Yes. Is she the blonde one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she does good.
And yeah, I think it's a well-made movie for sure.
Oh yeah.
I do prefer other Fincher movies though over it. Yeah, that's I don't think that's hard to say actually.
No.
I think the majority of his filmography probably goes ahead of that.
What would you put ahead of it?
Oh yeah, Zodiac, Seven, The Game.
I want to watch The Game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That's one of those movies that I show people because of how kind of wild it is. Because I was
awesome.
shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked. I mean, I'll have to see your opinion on it. Is it on anything?
No, I was just gonna rent it.
Okay.
I don't think it's on anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I show people that movie because I'm like, this is gonna like mess with your head. It's that type of movie. I've never watched Panic Room, which I believe is Fincher, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure Panic Room is like but it's known as more of like a lesser one. And then of course Fight Club.
Yeah, Fight Club's really good. Panic Room's Fincher. Yeah, we don't talk about Alien 3.
That's funny because I swear people never bring that up when they talk about him.
Yeah, that was a flop.
That was probably it seems like it was one of his earlier ones.
It was, yeah. 1992.
Yeah, because he was.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it. Like, he doesn't look like he's got a pretty small filmography, but they're all really good though. Like, it's like Nolan, like quality over quantity. You know.
Yeah, it's kind of just taken a weird turn with Netflix.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Mank is just too slow. I could not get into it. The Killer I did like though. I've seen that one a few times. I think Michael Fassbender does a good job, and it's kind of a fun story with an interesting message. And then The Adventures of Cliff Booth.
Does that come out this year?
Yeah, it says this
Oh,
year.
I'll still go to the theaters to go see it, but like, yeah, I don't. I'm really curious to see what this is gonna be because I think Tarantino wrote the script, right? Oh wait, is this in
Says here,
Netflix?
yeah, it was written by Tarantino, produced by David Heyman, Brad Pitt, Quentin Tarantino. So he definitely has his hands on it. But yeah, it's let's see. The cinematographer is Eric Messerschmidt, who has worked on the last few movies. They did the Ferrari movie. Hasn't done too much, but he seems to be Mr. Fincher's person of choice as of right now. And then the music is actually by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, which is kind of crazy because who did the music for the other one? I don't think they went in that direction. About time in Hollywood music. Wow, it's not even telling me. That's great. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Yeah, Zodiac is really good.
I think that's phenomenal. Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr. That opening scene in itself is pretty crazy in
Hmm.
itself. Like that stands out. I think that's definitely one of his better ones, and it's up there for me. The Social Network, of course, is The Social Network. That one is very good.
Well, I know Fincher is one of your favorite directors, right?
You know what? He's not one of like the ones I think about daily, but I mean, if you just think about these movies we've mentioned, these are top tier movies. Most directors would be lucky to even have some of these in their filmography. But to have like enough classics, Seven and Fight Club alone are like crazy.
Yeah.
And then I love that the Game movie. It's not talked about as one of his top ones. I just think like it's crazy that this was even made. Like that's the type of movie that one is.
Mm.
So those three alone, I mean, he could live off of those. And then he's gone on to do even more iconic movies.
Yeah. No, it's good. Cool. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about?
You didn't watch the trailer, but yeah, people are talking about this movie Obsession.
Okay, yeah.
It is supposedly, I guess, more of an independent film. And also, I guess to touch a point, have you realized that movies are just like dropping? Like, there's been no trailers or anything until like weeks before it comes out.
Yes.
Like that Passenger one I showed you guys.
Passenger one, even Hokum too. Like I remember seeing one trailer for that a
Mhm.
while ago, but nothing else and then all of a sudden it's out with Adam Scott.
Yeah. So this Obsession one, like, I've seen for the first time a clip this week, and everyone else saw it too. And so like, it follows the idea of a guy has a crush on this girl. He's too nervous or whatever, but he buys this, I suppose, satanic or just weird stick, like a wish stick, and he wishes that she's in love with him, and he just breaks it, and it comes true. And I think that just comes with repercussions, having someone so obsessed with you and loving you, and like that's their only purpose. And if you're not loving them back, that drives them mental, or anything that gets in the way of her loving him. I'm assuming that's probably what the route it goes down. But yeah, like a lot of people are saying it's really good. I think it has like a 96% Rotten Tomatoes, which I try not to base too much off of that, but just like
Mhm.
it's very well liked by critics as of
Yeah.
right now, and
Yeah.
even fans on social media saying it's actually pretty crazy and pretty scary. So a lot of horror movies this month.
Yes.
And also the Backrooms one is going to come out soon as well, which is not going to be very long. It's like a 90 something minute movie. But
Hmm.
yeah, just a lot of cool stuff coming out.
So
I wish,
do you plan on
I
going
don't
to
know.
see Obsession?
It would be fun. I don't go often to see horror movies, maybe as you know,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
like
okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
like just darkness. But I managed to get out of Smile 2 and be okay. Um, but yeah, I don't watch too many horror movies, so I don't know. Not that I don't want to, but I think in the comfort of my own home, it's like Hokum, I definitely wouldn't watch in the theater. That Mask I don't like whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It looks like I think Drayton saw Hookrum, so I'm
Yeah,
curious to see what he thought. He gave it 3.5 stars too.
yeah, you seem to like it, so I'm not surprised. Let me see what like in general it holds currently on Letterboxd. It is at
3.5.
3.5. Yeah, mostly 4 stars. Yeah. Again, I don't know much about it, so
Yeah, neither do I.
but I like it that way. But yeah, I suppose for any fans, go and check out these movies. I think what I was gonna say is that with so many horror movies, one of them is not going to perform well because how many people can really go and see all of these? So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see. Maybe Hokum is actually the one that will make the least amount of money because that passenger one had quite a bit of hype after that trailer that Drayden didn't find scary at all.
Yeah.
Let's see, just box office wise. Yeah, it was only a budget of 5, so it made 11 million as of right
Hookrum?
now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
mean, it's nice that I feel like horror movies in today's day and age are so much better than the ones back in the day. Not to say like there's a lot of classics, of course, but yeah, it just seems like it's really taken off the budget wise, creativity. Things are getting really good now. Like I've never used to be a horror movie guy, but over the past 3 years, I've definitely come to enjoy it a lot more.
it's shifted into, I suppose you'd call it the A24-ness of it all.
Hmm.
I think Hereditary and other films, I mean, besides Ari Aster, just other films that follow the same, like Robert Eggers as well contributes to that, where there's not as much stupid horror, like just jump scares
Yeah.
I mean, there's jump scares, but they're more subtle. I mean, I feel like a lot of creators or directors allow people to just get into this world of horror. While I think in the past, like in the 2000s or 2010s, it didn't feel as, not to say small, but just, I don't know, or it felt kind of simple. Now it's a lot of complex stories, a lot of marketing that makes it feel unique, really gives an identity that allows you to differentiate from like a couple of different movies.
Hmm. Yeah. And would you say that uh, because horror movies are released year round, they come out all through the year, but would you say similar to movies, blockbusters come out more so in the summer, movies that maybe are trying to win awards come out later in the year? Would you say that at least the vibe that I get is typically the better horror movies come out earlier in the year. The ones that come out closer to Halloween are kind of more just like your typical jump scare, stupid horror. What do you think on that?
Yeah, I mean, you could have a point. Like The Conjuring, whatever the last one was, made such a huge amount of money, but it was considered easily
So
the worst
bad.
one.
So bad.
Yeah, as you said, I think of Halloween, the Halloween movies. Like the last one, Halloween Ends, is like apparently just blasphemous. Just how rough it is. Yeah, I'd agree for sure that around October time, the studios really push the bigger one. Smile, I think Smile 2 came out around October. I'd say that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong. I might be wrong. But yeah, I'd agree that. But for some reason, this May has had a lot of horror movies. So
Yeah, but even Undertone as well came out
yeah, another one.
a month or two ago.
Yeah, Smile 2 came out October 18th, so it was around that time. That was pretty good though.
Yeah.
I'll give it credit.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess Sarah wants to go see The Devil Wears Prada too, so I guess that'll probably be the next movie I go see in theaters.
Oh, but she wants to go see the Sheep Detectives.
She
Apparently, it's really good.
she does, but I don't know if I want to spend money on that.
You're standing off. Apparently, it's really good, but like it's the same director with the Lorax and other children's movies that have stood the test of time, I suppose.
Yeah, the Minions, the infamous
yes,
Minions.
he did do the Minions, and people were crying. Like I've seen a lot of videos on people just bawling at the end of shedding tears at the end of the movie. So you never know. Maybe Josh, this movie will touch your heart.
Well, you know who's in this movie? Greg.
Yeah, I saw an interview actually just on TikTok today.
Was that with Damon
Nicholas
Mori?
Braun. I don't know. He was talking just about like getting the role.
Oh, okay.
They gave him a script, and they told him you're going to be a cop with sheep, and you're going to collaborate with the sheep. That's your role. Give it a read.
Yeah, Sarah wants to go see this. So, yeah, I don't know. I probably, if she wants to go and pay for it, I don't care.
Yeah, like probably, yeah. I don't, Devil Wears Prada 2 supposedly does a good enough job of being a bit different from the first one. I can see why she would go see that one over the Sheep Detectives.
Yeah.
But I just bring it up because she mentioned it. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was shocked, but I was like, what is that? The last time I brought it up.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman. It's interesting the movies he's been in recently. Sing Song Blue.
Yeah. I won't be watching them. But did you know about the guy that impersonates his singing voice? I mean, this is kind of like in the past now because maybe it was a bit like late last year that it was most popular.
No.
But just like, yeah, he would make fun of Hugh Jackman's singing voice because he does he does a very like in his when he holds notes.
Okay, yeah.
Like a weird vibrato, it's called. And then so someone would sing popular songs like your regular pop song, like a Tate McRae song or something, and just like make fun of Hugh Jackman's voice, and all the comments would just be like, he's gonna send a cease and desist letter, blah blah blah. And someone saw a clip eventually like of him doing a Broadway show, I suppose, and they had him singing and he wasn't singing the same anymore. So people are like, he saw the videos. He was hurt, so he was kind of bullied into changing his singing voice, it seems, or at least his singing style.
Aw. Love a good Tate McRae impression, though. Singing impression.
Oh, like the baby voice?
Yeah.
Don't get greedy. Yeah. I can't do it.
Yeah, I know. You can't
I can't. Well, like, you're referring to like it's a baby voice sort of thing.
Yeah, with the auto-tune.
Yeah. I mean, credit to her. I saw one of TikTok. She was just doing some crazy splits, and the comment was just about Jack Hughes being a lucky man. He's enjoying that off season. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome. Well, I guess that wraps things up with this episode, eh? If there's anything else, yeah. No,
not too much. So we're chilling. Next week we will discuss many new topics, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Also, just cool movies we'll be reviewing. Not so good ones as well are on the way, so bear with us. Maybe you'll enjoy us talking trash about movies. I think that's what's coming up next. So
yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, make sure to follow us on our social media pages. I'll be sure to try and put more content up there. And also our email, cinemonsupples@gmail.com. If you have any inquiries of any sort, or just comments as well, you can leave in Spotify, but feel free to hit us up. We're definitely willing to respond.
Yes, awesome. See you later, guys.
See you.